Hey, it's Daniel, and you are about to watch a clip from our free podcast, The Coach's Journey, where we help you navigate the surprisingly difficult path of building a coaching business by people who are actually doing it. And we go live, raw, and unedited every week in our free Facebook community. If you didn't need any income, if you're financially independent and you had this call to serve as a coach, to coach, you would just go do it. You wouldn't worry about any of that stuff. It's the worry that actually holds you back, ironically, if you need money, right? And so a lot of the time you let that money question, and it's usually not even necessarily as big a problem as you think, but you're putting all this money stuff or this other fears in the way of you actually making progress and following up with that person. And it's not even as conscious as that. It could be just like me, I might get paralyzed and I might distract myself from the fear response that I'm having. I mean, the fear response if the fear reaction is to go distract myself, actually. But then I'm not doing the outreach. I'm not doing the follow up. I'm not doing the things that I know are important because I'm stuck in that fear state. And so, like, it all comes back to service. If you know, like, I feel like 80-90% of the time, I know I'm in my service mind. I'm always looking for where can I support people. And if people aren't interested, great, that's fine. I'm still looking to connect. I'm still looking to build up my network and to connect people and to be that person that people know is out to serve. And it takes a little longer, yeah. And it might, you might think you're wasting time serving people who might not buy from you. But if you know that you're making a difference to those people and you can feel that builds your confidence to be in that place where you're not going to have fear stop you. Because if I know if I just serve someone today, this morning, which I have, I'm much more likely, whether that person's a client or not, to go and try to serve the next person. But if I'm not in the game, if I haven't served somebody in a week or two, I'm like starting to think like, maybe this is not going to happen. I'm not going to do the thing. I'm not going to push myself, which is why it's so important every day that you're doing something that helps you grow your confidence and grow your service. And that's why service comes first. If you're focused on serving, you're going to keep on rising up the hill of confidence, which will help you build your business.
Yeah, and that, to me, it's 3 points stand out there is that if you're struggling with money, and Steve Chandler says this, get a job, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, don't allow the pressure to cloud your judgment of actually serving people. Go get a job, or go the fastest way for you to make money, of course, legally, without harming anybody. And don't go out there and then call us like, well, I made money. What did you do? Do that. And second, be aware that you're in the business of, business in general is ideally supposed to be about service, whether you do it through your products and service, but especially as a coach, you're literally in the business of serving people at the highest level possible. You could transform a person's future completely. You can help them get rid of pain, get rid of emotional pain, physical pain. You could help them completely become aware of the things that they want to do and their dreams they want to go do. You can help them make their family life better. You could help them build a better organization, community, team. Like, those are incredible things. What is the price you would put on those? Just remember that what you're doing, a lot of coaches forget the impact behind it. And a lot of the reason for that is because they haven't served enough people. And that was my thought process when I started working with enough people, when I saw families change, when I saw teams change, when I saw individuals change, leaders change, whole communities change. Like, holy shit, I need to do more of this. I don't care how much money comes in through there, because that felt real. So focus on the awareness of service. And then there was a third point you had, or at least I was hearing around there. Anyway, it will come back to me, but those 2 points are really important. And which comes to the next point, which really stood out for me. Rich quoted Byron Katie, who said, I'll paraphrase it, you can have whatever you want if you're willing to hear 1,000 no's for it. You can have whatever you want if you're willing to hear 1,000 no's for it. And then he quoted Steve Chandler right after that, saying, yes lives in the land of no. And then he added to it is like, no just means next one. so just following that thread, which connects to the point we're trying to make, is that if you're not in service, which doesn't mean you're sitting there fixing your website, doesn't mean you're sitting there trying to figure out which platform to use, doesn't mean you're going through a course. So today when I was going, there were 2 sessions, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. In between I had an hour. In those 1 hour, I spent 30 minutes actually working on an action step in between. And I forced myself to do that because I'm not sitting there to learn something theoretical. I need to apply this. And it actually worked. I actually tweaked my copy completely for my workshop, and we were getting less and less people looking at the page, and I need to start to look at the full copy for it. But just I did a couple of posts on LinkedIn based on what Rich said. So I'll talk about the next piece. And I got more people to register for my workshop. So I already used the material that he was talking about. And I realized that's the thing I was missing from a copyist standpoint.
Which is called active learning. It's not like you're just going there for academic knowledge. I think our entire school system is built upon academic knowledge. Whereas entrepreneurship is beautiful because it forces you to learn by doing. And the results will determine whether you can actually achieve progress in the learning, right? And so I love that you went and implemented. Speed of implementation is what you're demonstrating.
Yeah, and that felt incredible. And I was going downstairs. I took a break. I was talking to my brother-in-law, and I was talking to him about what I invested in. I told him, like, I think I made my investment back for $5,000. I'm gonna get that by
In the 30
tomorrow.
minutes in between.
And that's the power of investment. For one, two is taking action with what you've invested in from a course or workshop or program point of view. And most coaches don't take action in there. So go and get those no's. If your purpose is important enough, if your heart is in this thing, if you say that you want to serve and you're sitting and trying to build your website, that's not going to help you. Go out there and start building relationships and start making offers. Now, you might not know what to do in the process, but at least that intention will get you to start building relationships. And if you struggle, definitely connect with us or listen to some of our podcasts, because we can help you with the process around it. That's what we do in this community. Because yes, there is a how-to problem, but the initial problem is not the how-to. It's that you're not taking the action steps.
Even if you knew how to, you would start and stop and start and stop, or maybe not even start. And the challenge is emotional.